Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at using the database research tool. And if you're a fond user of eGrow, you'll probably realize the database research tool is a really great tool, especially if you're new to selling on Amazon and maybe you're looking for product ideas. And let me just show you, come around here, let me just show you, right? So this is my screen where I'm using the database research tool, and let me just show you how to go about using it. All right, so basically you just need to enter here the main categories, right? So let's say, for example, you're just interested in babies or in personal care, then you would just tick personal care, right? If you're just interested in baby, you just tick baby and leave the other ones unchecked, right? But if you're interested in maybe selling clothing and shoes, then you tick that one. So you only tick the categories that you're interested in on this page, all right? So I'm going to tick in a few different things. I'm interested in baby, I'm interested in personal care, I'm not interested in clothing, I'm interested in lawn supplies, pet supplies, and office products, right? So let's just zoom out. Now, here is where you put the min and the max. Basically, these are the parameters that you choose when you're first selecting a product, right? So let me just basically walk you through what you need to look for in terms of a product, right? So the products that I typically jump on are products that are between the impulse buying range of $30 US to $100 US. Any less than $30, you're kind of not really playing around with good enough profit margins to really make it worth your while. Anything more than $100 is sort of going you need someone else's permission before making that financial decision. So if, for example, you're looking at a tent for camping, you might be going, well, you know, honey, when was the last time we went camping? Should I really buy this? It's $150. You know, so if it's less than $100, so if it's between $30 and $100, it's in that impulse buying range. So people are more likely just to click it, add to cart, check out on Amazon and buy it without really asking anyone. So it's actually quite easy to make a choice, right? So come on back to here. So now here we've got reviews. So if you're kind of looking for products that have no more than 100 reviews, you can enter that there. Now I sometimes put 300 there, and it gives me a lot more choice, right? But let me explain the reason why you're looking for products that have less than 100 reviews. You're looking for products that ideally don't have thousands and thousands and thousands of reviews. And the reason being, if, for example, you were selling a toaster that bakes bread and toasts bread, right? If you were selling a toaster and this toaster, one of your competitors had 5,000 reviews, and you brought out the exact same toaster and you had 0 reviews, or maybe you got 1 review because your mom or your dad gave you a review, right? Most people would flock to the toaster that had thousands of reviews, right? So when you're looking for products and you're in the product selection phase, going after products that have less than ideally 100 reviews, but sometimes 300 reviews, but going for products that have a lot less reviews, it shows you that even products that have low reviews, but they're doing some good sales and they're making a bit of money, it shows you that you can do that also. So that's kind of why you're looking for products that have low reviews, all right? So let's just go back to here. So sales, estimated sales. So I'm just going to use, in this scenario, I'm just going to use the price, the reviews, and the estimated sales. So I'm looking for products that have that are doing minimum 300 sales per month, all right? And that's pretty much it. So just for the purpose of this exercise, I'm just going to click baby, beauty, office products, patio, and 20 is going to be, let's just put basically 30 there. So I just want to focus on products that are doing more than $30, between 100 and less than 100 reviews. So basically no more than 300 reviews, minimum 300 sales coming in, all right? So I'm going to click search. Now, why that's happening, guys, remember what I said before, right? The products that you choose ideally should be lightweight, so less than 1 kilo ultimately, or in terms of US, usually it's about 1.3 pounds. Should be small, so ideally fits in a shoebox, something less than 45 centimeters or less, and something that you can brand, ideally brand with your own product, your own label, your own logo. Okay, so let's see, it's come up some good figures here, which is great. So the first thing that comes up is a cat water fountain, as you can sort of see here, guys. I'm just going to zoom in, right? A cat water fountain, all right? Its BSR is 13,000. It sells for $39.99 US, minus the fee of $11, FBA fee $28. It's £3, right? It's got 50 reviews and it's doing close to 12,000 US a month, which is pretty decent, right? It's doing minimum 300 sales per month, right? So with this particular product, what I would look at is it meets quite a few of the parameters, right? It's doing some in terms of the actual net price. You're making a pretty good decent return on that. It is slightly heavy, so it is £3, so it is slightly over the 1 kilo, but it's still doing some good turnover, as you can sort of see there. So let's just zoom out. Another one is a baby lounger, okay, so a portable baby lounger. So that's actually doing some pretty good turnover as well. So $72, you're making a little bit more. It is slightly more heavy, so 1.75 kilos. So if you're based in Australia or UK, then obviously you're working kilos. If you're American or based in Canada or Mexico, you know, you deal mainly in pounds, right? So that's not too heavy. It's a little bit heavy, but it's not too heavy, okay? This one's got 200 reviews. It's doing 21,970 US per month, all right? So let's look at a few other of these products, right? So this one is a saltwater tank. So this is a very techie product, right? It's a submersible aquarium heater. Now, let me ask you guys a question. If something broke in this particular product, would you know how to fix it? And the probable answer you would say is probably no. I would have no clue how to fix this, right? So what you need to ask yourself is, you want to jump on products that if it breaks down or something happens with it, basically, if you can't fix it, don't do it, all right? You want to jump on the simple products, all right? So that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, there's other questions here. There's other products here. You've got the car seat, carrier case, the check-in. This is a reasonably simple product. There's no batteries in it. There's nothing really that can go wrong with this particular product, all right? So it's a very simple product. Doing some good figures there, some good figures right there, 23. It is slightly, in terms of weight, it is slightly heavy, but it's actually got some good figures happening there. But guys, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to sort of share that story with you. That's how you use a database research now. I only used 2 parameters there. Don't forget, I only used the price, I used the reviews, and I used the sales. There's a lot of options out there that you could choose from when you're choosing your product, but the database research tool in eGrow is perfect for beginners, people who are just getting started, who are looking for product ideas. That will give you a lot of product ideas, and it will basically feed your inspiration, all right? So you're still going to do a bit more further tracking with the product and further research, but ideally that will give you ideas.